Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, before we get into it, I just want to remind you guys that as soon as Season 5 releases, which is very soon, guys, I can't believe the time is almost up. The wait in Bag End has been an absolute nightmare. The good thing is I found a new group. We're near 100 members strong now, which is excellent. So I'm going to have a new group of members to play with in Season 5. I can tell you now we are going to be playing roleplay and on the good side. And it looks like we're possibly going to be going Gondor by the looks of it. So yeah, haven't played Gondor since Season 1. So very much looking forward to that. But before I keep rambling on, I just want to remind you guys, as soon as Season 5 does come out, I'm going to be giving away 2 brand new Season Passes in the form of, I will hook you guys up PayPal, or I can buy you an Apple or Google gift card, so you'll be able to purchase the Season Pass, or if you want to just purchase some gems in general on the game, or do whatever you want. I've had people win and I've hooked them up with a PlayStation 4 gift card, who was our most recent winner just recently. So yeah, guys, if you want to be a part of those giveaways, I do a few giveaways at least probably once every 2 weeks. All you have to do is just drop a like on my videos when I come out. It really helps the creator a lot more than you could possibly imagine. Yeah, and just drop a subscribe if you're new, and just keep an eye out when you see the word giveaway in the title. That means there'll be a giveaway on that video, and just drop a comment in the video. It could be about the video, or just saying, oh, I'd love the opportunity to win something, and yeah, you might just get lucky enough to be drawn. So yeah, guys, in saying that, let's get into today's video. We have an excellent, awesome informational video about Isildur, so let's get into it. So guys, I have gotten the permission to release all this information to you guys, so let's get into it. So, Isildur, as we know, is going to be the new commander for the good side for Season 5. Now, once you will go over this information, I've already gone through this a lot, you're going to see he is absolutely amazing. So if you play Evil Side, guys, I'm looking forward to looking at the comments about you guys going mental again and saying good side's done it again. Holy moly. But yeah, you wait until you see this. It's absolutely crazy, guys. So let's get into it. We're going to be going all over from Respect 1 all the way up to Respect 5. All of the skills, all of the sub-skills. And you're about to have your mind blown, because he is probably the best commander in the game from what I see from these skills here. I haven't seen his base stats and stuff like that yet, so that's going to be interesting to say the least there. Now his skills here are pretty much all new, except for a couple which he shares with Frodo. But yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So we're going to start off with the first skill, guys, as we can now see, and it is Ring Bearers. So this is also a skill that Frodo and Sam uses. So as you can see, Ring Bearers, all allies have a certain amount of chance to evade physical damage each round, and this is ongoing the entire battle. And the commander has a 25% chance of succumbing to madness with a max level effect of focus plus 15. So basically, this is going to give you the chance to evade all physical damage each round, up to a maximum, I can't remember the percentage, it's either like 25 or 30% if I can remember right from when I used to use Frodo and Sam. But you're also going to have a chance of your commander getting madness, which could be a problem, in particular when using the commander skills up ahead. So you might want to do some gearing in which you will not get receive madness, just so we know there. Moving on, guys, to our first sub-skill, it is going to be Ring of Terror. Now, for the first 2 rounds against an enemy commander and units, you have a 70% chance at maximum, I remember this one from Frodo pretty good, chance to inflict madness each round. So this is extremely good, guys. For the first 2 rounds, you have the chance to inflict madness. Now, the next sub-skill, Elven Rope. So not only will you be able to have the chance of doing madness, but with Elven Rope, each round against one enemy unit, you have a certain percentage of inflicting stun for 3 rounds. At maximum, I think it's around like 60-70% chance to inflict stun for 3 rounds. So Very powerful when you think that you can inflict stun and madness in just the first few rounds. Is very, very OP. So our next first skills, guys, is going to be called Great King. Now, as you can see, from round 1, enemy units deal minimal damage. And round 2 onwards, allied units damage dealt plus a certain percentage, effect modified by the might stat, and last 3 rounds with a max level effect of 20 might buff, which is really strong. So in round 1, enemy units are going to deal them a minimal amounts of damage, so that's a really good. And for the first, after that, round 2 and onwards, and last for the extra 3 rounds until up to round 5, allied units damage is going to be buffed 1.4% at minimum. So at maximum, it's probably going to be around about 25% extra damage done by your units. So extremely good there, guys. Very, very, very good. The first sub-skill we have is the Consequence of Greed, which for the first 1 round against enemy units, a certain percent chance to inflict madness. So you're going to be able to inflict madness even at a higher percentage. By the looks of it, it's at 14% there. So at maximum level, I'm probably going to say it's either going to be 90 or 100% chance to inflict madness against enemy units. So it's probably all the units. So you're going to be able to do a lot of madness here, which is extremely, extremely crazy. The second one is called ENFEEBLE, which is against enemies subject to madness, damage received plus a certain percentage. So not only are you going to be inflicting that madness, the damage you're doing once they're affected by that madness is going to be increased using this ENFEEBLE skill. At a minimum here at 5%, so we're probably going to be looking at about 40% buff at maximum here. That is crazy. Moving on to the Respect 3 level, we have King of the DUNEDAIN. And this skill here, it says Rangers and DUNEDAIN, Ranger of the North. So those 3 units, which can be very highly used in either Arnor or Gondor, for example, have a certain percent chance each round to gain follow-up. And we all know what follow-up is, guys. It's the ability to attack twice. Now, the max level effect, Ranger, DUNEDAIN, and Rangers of the North do get a HP buff of 3, which is really good. It's going to work really good with a lot of gear, which buffs HP and stuff as well. So, yeah, very, very, very strong there. Now, let's have a look at the sub-skills for R3. We have the DUNEDAIN or the DUNEDAIN Bloodline, which is it's sort of like a skill that we've seen on Boromir and stuff like that before, which increases men's attack and defense. I also think King Aragorn, I think, has this skill as well. So very good there, which you're probably going to be using manish units all the time on the Isildur. It makes sense. Now, the other sub-skill is called Champion of the Light, which all allies or all your units damage to trolls, Uruk-hai, and trolls is a buff. I believe it goes up to 27% from memory at maximum. So yeah, it's going to be very, very strong against evil. Moving on to our Respect 5 skill, it is Last Alliance. Now all allies, so that's your units, the next 7 instances of damage received minus 6% at minimum. This is probably going to go up to probably like 90%, like how King Aragorn skill works. When the army includes both men and elves. So it's sort of like the Last Alliance there, taking that into account. This effect gradually decreases after taking damage each time, with a max level effect of Elven attack +1 and men's HP +2. So you could definitely put an Elven unit in there as well. For example, that Bow Knights would be a very, very strong unit to add there with your Manish units. And this is going to really work really good with your R5 build. If you're going to obviously have to pay some to unlock him up to Respect 5 really quickly. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be a Tier 2 or Tier 3 commander yet. We'll have to see. That information is not really known as of yet. So if he's a Tier 3 commander, getting up to Respect 5 is going to be very hard. But we want to go over this information just in case there's some big whale spenders out there. The first sub skill is Coalition, which we've seen this on a couple of other commanders before, where men have a certain % chance to deal the highest amount of damage, and elves have a certain % chance of gaining initiative, which is basically the chance to attack first. So there is another good reason in why you can mix it up and have men and elvish units. And last but not least, guys, the final skill is called Free Peoples, which we've seen this before, like on Gandalf the White, where men, elves, dwarves, and hobbits damage received will be reduced. I believe at maximum it's like around 18 or 14% from memory. So it's going to be really good there, guys. So let's just recap what we've gone over. So we know that you're going to be able to do not only madness effects to the enemy's commander and units, you're also going to be able to do stun. You've also got the ability to do even more madness. We have the ability to reduce damage, the chance to gain initiative and attack twice. We could just keep going on, guys. The chance to increase damage. All in all, over all the skills we went over today, I think he is a tip-top amazing commander. Like I said, I'd love to see his skills. I think he's going to be a pretty balanced commander. He's probably going to be a leader for sure, as he's skilling there as a leader. But I think he's going to be pretty balanced when it comes to the might and focus. But I think he might be a little bit higher on the might side. But yeah, definitely some really good gear to throw on him. It's going to be crazy good. I'll have to see how I go, but I definitely want to try unlock him and get him leveled up and do a video with him without an absolute doubt in my world. Very, very much want to get him, like my most anticipated commander to get to date. So hopefully we can definitely get him. But guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully I can bring some more information about the evil side commander soon. We're just waiting to get the all clear, and then once we can do that, I will release all the information on that. If not, that happens before Season 5 releases, then we'll just go through that. With Season 5 releasing, there's going to be a lot of information, so I'm going to be releasing videos left, right, and center. So yeah, like I said, subscribe, like, follow for more, and until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yas.
Thousands songs of the EJU.